It's not color, it's culture.
Denzel Washington just spoke about woke culture, and he didn't hold back.
He wound up supporting in the election, presidential election.
None of your business.
For nearly 50 years, Denzel Washington has built a remarkable career, not just with his undeniable talent, but with his unwavering dedication to truth. In an industry where many are swept away by fame and fortune, Denzel remains a rare exception, never letting success cloud his judgment or compromise his values.
It's not color, it's culture.
Explain the difference, because I think we're
Steven
in a space
Spielberg
right
did Schindler's List.
now.
Martin Scorsese did Goodfellas, right? Steven Spielberg could direct Goodfellas. Martin Scorsese probably could have done a good job with Schindler's List, but they're cultural differences. You know, I know, you know, we all know what it is when a hot comb hits your hair on a Sunday morning, what it smells like. That's a cultural difference, not just a color difference. So it's the culture.
Denzel Washington stands out because, unlike most who avoid difficult topics, he speaks his mind, even if it stirs controversy. Where others stay silent to avoid backlash, Denzel isn't afraid to confront uncomfortable truths. Time and time again, interviewers have tried to challenge him, but he consistently rises above, dismantling their arguments with grace and precision.
Turn it off. That's what I would say. It's hard for young people now because they're hooked. They're addicted. If you don't think you're addicted, and I'm talking about anyone, from the highest to the lowest, if you don't think you're addicted, then see if you can turn it off for a week.
What makes Denzel unique is that he isn't just discussing the culture, he's addressing its impact on the younger generation.
It's a tool, so we should use it. God is blessed.
He points out how many young people are fixated on their screens, mindlessly scrolling through social media without truly engaging their minds.
Now it's free will magnified, free will on steroids. You're free to go in any direction you want. It will allow you, and it's not the enemy. It's just it's just a reflection of our own free will. You know? And we all want to be liked. But now we want to be liked by 16 million. And will now some of us do anything to be liked.
Denzel Washington has never been one to shy away from sharing his thoughts. While promoting his film Fences, he made it clear, it's not just about color, it's about culture. He wasn't only referring to his film, he was calling out the entire Hollywood establishment. Hollywood often congratulates itself for being progressive, but Denzel isn't buying into that narrative. He recognizes that genuine representation extends beyond surface-level diversity. It requires a deep understanding and respect for the cultures that inform these stories. In his eyes, true talent and impactful narratives are frequently overshadowed by the pursuit of quick fame driven by social media trends. As Denzel aptly noted, the industry is losing focus on what truly matters. Denzel's message is both clear and impactful. Diversity goes beyond superficial appearances. What's the point of casting a black actor or hiring a black director if they lack a genuine understanding of the culture they are portraying? He bravely articulates what many people think, but are often reluctant to say, calling for a stronger commitment to authentic representation in the industry. Denzel is voicing the thoughts that most people are too scared to admit out loud.
Now, under President Obama, over the last 8 years, in your mind, have race relations improved under his leadership?
Race relationships have to do with race relationships. You're white or whatever you are, I'm black or whatever I am. We're standing here talking now. That's how we get things done. You can't legislate love. The President of the United States can't legislate us into liking each other.
Is Hollywood really as diverse as it claims to be, or is it all just a front? For Denzel Washington, the answer is clear. It's not about appearances, but what you bring to the table. He's fully aware that, despite all the talk of diversity, the real power still lies with the same group of people, mostly white men controlling things behind the scenes. The real question, who's actually in charge? As Denzel rightly points out, real diversity isn't about filling the screen with a few diverse faces. It's about who's behind the camera, who's writing the scripts, and who's deciding which stories get told. That's where the real power lies, and where change is desperately needed. In a candid interview with SiriusXM, Denzel shared his thoughts on how the portrayal of black people in film has changed over time. While progress has been made, he argues that not all these changes have moved the needle toward true representation. In fact, some have done more harm than good.
Of all those people who laid the groundwork for me to be in the position I'm in, I'm going to make sure that there's hundreds of roles for the next generation and utilize the power that I have at this moment in order to do that.
Okay.
And nobody's going to get in my way.
Give him some.